What up, world? It's your boy Chuck Wick Ill, aka Charles Brown, back again with another Talking Facts. But first, I want to ask you, are you good? If you're good, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you can get all the notifications and keep updated on the new upcoming episodes, all right? Your boy Dame Dash back again, doing some shady shit once again. I know there's a lot of Dame Dash fans or fanatics or whatever that believe everything Dame Dash says. I am not one of them. Let me be straight and clear with you. I think Dame Dash is full of complete shit, to be honest with you, and you can hate it or whatever, but I think Dame Dash is right there with a couple other people that I'm not going to name right now that I think a lot of people follow because 100% because they feel like that person got a lot of money and therefore they're smart. And I don't think, I am very offended at a lot of stuff Dame Dash says. Like when he says, if you call a man a boss, you shouldn't be embarrassed. First of all, if you a real boss, you wouldn't say that, because a real boss needs employees. I didn't even get into what the topic of the video is for. I just want to tell you how I feel about Dame Dash. First of all, if you a real boss, you would never insult your employees, right? He's on the Breakfast Club talking about, they asked him, they like, yo, if people working for like the fire department or what have you, and the hospitals or whatever, if they got bosses, if they not working for themselves, and he pretty much is like, whatever, they lame. And I'm like, you're calling first responders lame for not being their own boss. You's a drug dealer that got your shit, bro. Like, if you're going to explain how to be a boss, it can't start with get some cocaine, right? That's my first offense. Yeah, we all from the hood. We all did what we did the hood to survive. But don't make it like, unless you do that and become some kind of fictionalized boss. A boss wouldn't be broke in 2021. Let's just start there. On your last million, hounding your boy for a $2 million loan, quote unquote, that you gave him. Don't loan somebody something that you can't. Don't loan somebody something that if you don't get it back, it breaks you, right? Let's just start there. And my whole problem with Dame Dash, I have a very big problem with how he talks to people, and I have a very big problem with his ideologies, and a lot of them revolve around his success with Jay-Z. Jay-Z was the reason Dame Dash, you put Dame Dash with any other rapper, you wouldn't even have heard of Dame Dash. So it bothers me, and I get a little upset when I see Dame Dash talking all this stuff about what to do in business and this and that, when who's talking about the Dame Dash music group? No one. Who's talking about the Dame Dash app of what is it, for movies and all this independent? I never even seen it. It's supposed to be out. Who's watching that? Who's paying for that subscription service? So my whole thing is, don't try to belittle hardworking people like you're some kind of big boss that got it all figured out, right? Let's be honest. I don't really see a whole lot of Dame Dash moves, right? And every move seemed to be mad weak. It be low-level moves. Dame Dash blocked me on Facebook years ago. I hit him up. He was trying to do some show, right? He was trying to do some, that was my expertise. I was doing shows. And I inboxed him. I was like, yo, I can help you with this. He said, how, right? And I wrote him back how. I said, I got hundreds of artists, da-da-da. He blocked me. He didn't even respond. He blocked. I was plugged in with artists from mass cities from everywhere. I was doing showcases everywhere. He was trying to do, in essence, he was trying to do a showcase. And he had made an event, and it wasn't but like 10 people who said they was going to the event. He didn't know what he was doing. So I said, I can help you with it. It obviously has no buzz. This literally should be the biggest thing. Dame Dash looking for talent. He's doing a showcase. This literally should be the biggest thing on Facebook right now. And it looked like nobody even knows what's going on because he didn't know what he was doing. So I inboxed him. He blocked me, right? And that's the end of that story. I moved on. I went on. I moved on and did mad shows. It didn't matter to me what he did. But it showed me a person that doesn't understand Eventually the show fizzled out, whatever he's doing, it never happened. And it showed me that he didn't know what he was doing with this business. And this was about probably 10 years ago. And I have not seen anything successful from Dame Dash since then. A bunch of failures, arrests for non-support of child support, like all this stuff, like a lot of stuff that doesn't show me you're this boss. And when you tell me that we're doing it wrong and you got all the answers, you need to show me that. Don't disrespect my moms who went to work every day for a boss, right? Yeah, I get what he's trying to say, but he said it wrong. And everybody not meant to be bosses. So don't make it like you lame for having a job. And I take high offense to that. And anybody that got a problem with me taking offense to that, then you can holler at me. But at the end of the day, don't tell me that I'm lame because I go to work every day. When I'm looking at this guy fictional boss tales of being a boss and no one in the business likes you and no one would do business with you. You try to strong arm Kanye into some move that didn't work. And Kanye moved on with his life. Kanye's a billionaire. Dame Dash begging for a loan from anybody who give it to him, right? So this is my problem, right? And I'm like, end of the day, right? If you're going to say you got all this stuff figured out, you're this rich boss, show me, bro. Any boss knows you can't have a company without employees. So why would you say something like that? That's my rant. That's my first rant. I'm going to talk about Dame Dash. So that just show you my head at with Dame Dash. So when I see Dame Dash trying to sell Reasonable Doubt, which he only owns 1/3 of it, apparently, right? Supposedly Jay-Z bought Rocafella Records because Dame Dash and Biggs wouldn't sell him Reasonable Doubt. All he wanted was the masters. He said, y'all can have everything else. But they didn't want to give him the masters, so he bought the company. And they still own 1/3. Each of them own part of Reasonable Doubt masters. But Jay-Z owns Rocafella Records, the whole company, right? And Jay-Z went under Roc Nation, and that's history. So, as fast forward, NFTs, right? NFTs are the rage right now. What is it? Non-fungible something, whatever. And these are the rage. I honestly don't understand these things, right? It's mind-boggling that people would pay money for something that is digital. But at the end of the day, Dame Dash was trying to sell the NFT for Reasonable Doubt, right? And that would give the owner, whoever buys that NFT, they could get royalties from that album going forward. That gives them ownership of that album. Now, how you going to sell something that you're only 1/3 of it? You need the other 2 people to co-sign on the sale. So Dame tries to sell the thing on at an auction house. Rocafella Records shuts it down. They send a cease and desist, and they shut it down with this particular auction house. So now Dame is quote unquote scrambling to find another auction house to sell it. Now this is what should tell you everything. If you're scrambling to try to sell something, that means you're desperate for the money from it, right? How many bosses you see scrambling around trying to do some underhanded stuff they know legally they have no right to do? You're part owner of this Reasonable Doubt album. So now that the NFT craze is where people can buy this stuff digitally and own it, it's like a big thing now. You want to jump in while it's hot, because that's not going to last forever. That's going to be something that's hot for a while. Everybody's trying to get rid of these NFTs and whatever. So he's trying to sell it so he can get the money profit now real quick. That tells me this guy's sitting up at night thinking of scams and schemes to put more money in his pocket. I don't care what you say. This is whack, bro. Why do you think the judge agreed with Rocafella Records and stopped the sale? Because he has no right to do this. Now, if you're saying to yourself, why would he do something that he has no right to do legally? Why would he still try it? Why is he still trying to do it anyway? He feels like he owns this thing enough to... No, he don't feel like he owns it because he don't own it. So they know, I feel like I own it. You don't. So why are you trying to sell Jay-Z's record, right, to some random person that's going to pay whatever they're going to pay for it? From what I understood, I think that they sold the entire company to Def Jam for $10 million. right? And then Jay got it back some kind of way. So I'm trying to figure out why you feel like only you are entitled to be able to sell this NFT. It sounds like a money, it's like when when RZA sold that one copy of Wu-Tang, supposedly the Wu-Tang album, to this guy, the guy that got arrested. Can't remember his name, but he bought the one copy of, I believe, Once Upon a Time in Shaolin, that was mad random verses of different guys from Wu-Tang put together, and they made it into an album without telling these guys. Then he sold it for like $2 million or whatever it was. RZA knows for a fact that's foul. RZA knows that's foul, right? And it wasn't just RZA alone. It was the DJ. I can't remember the DJ's name, but RZA and the DJ put this album together, and then they sold it. This one-time copy, no one but the purchaser will have it. They can never sell it. Like, they can do what they can do what they want to do, right? They can never put it out unless it's up to them. But RZA can never put the music out again because these people own it. That's a money grab, fam. RZA's my guy, but RZA was wrong for selling that Wu-Tang album, right? You gotta think, RZA already sold all the masters to Wu-Tang. If I'm not mistaken, I believe RZA sold all his masters, and Lil Wayne. A lot of people are starting to realize these masters ain't what they was worth, right? A lot of people are starting to look at the years of this. They're like, man, over 20 years, at the rate this thing is selling on these streaming services and whatever else, I'm not gonna make the money that I'm gonna make if I just sell it right now. Somebody owning it right now, just saying they own it just to own it. Because the value is saying it's worth this, but I'm not getting this back in return. RZA sold all that Wu-Tang stuff, and that's why they mad at him. Jay, one of the few artists that really wants to control, he only wanted that one album. They wouldn't give it to him. So why you think this album that Jay-Z wanted so bad that he was going to give them the entire label just to have the masters to this one album? You think now you're going to go sell it as an NFT and have somebody making money off this album? It's bullshit. It's snake shit. It's slimy. It's greasy. And I don't respect it. I know it's a lot of Dame Dash fanboys that think Dame Dash is this and that, but there's a lot of stories of Dame Dash doing bullshit like this for $1. It's not boss shit. A boss only gonna sell what they own. You don't own that. So at the end of the day, I don't feel like Dame Dash is this know-it-all boss that has seen it all and done it all. And I think Dame Dash full of shit in a lot of ways. I think Jay needed to sue him. I think Rocafella needed to sue him. And I think that we're not hearing the last of this, and I don't think Dame is ever going to be able to sell that. But let me know what you think in the comments, man. Did Dame Dash do some bullshit, or do Dame Dash has every right to sell that album? We both know he don't, but if you feel like he do, then let me know why, man. All right? Hit me up in the comments, CLBMG.com. Let me know what you think about this Dame Dash situation. Is Jay on some bullshit for taking his album back from him? I don't know. Let me know. But I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side, man. Peace.